Yeah, that's pretty common. Nothing overly different there. And as you said, yeah, get your tweets in, keep them somewhat safe for broadcast. We do kind of censor them if they do come through, just tidy them up a little bit here and there. But yeah, we do appreciate a funny tweet as well, even if it's not safe.
Yeah, we'll do our best. But looks like the knife route, unless MBK goes man mode and goes ham here. Well, I say that. That's exactly what he's just done. So MBK stepping up to the plate and slapping fools down left and right. And that is going to be Titan winning the knife round. What are they going to go for? I'd expect them to stay. Are they saying CT? They want to go CT. They are known for having a very strong CT side, so you can't really fault them on that.
We've seen Mouz do this as well, actually. If I remember, the first game we saw from Mouz here in the Hitbox Championship was, or the Arena Championship, was actually Mouz picking CT first on Dust 2. So it's kind of interesting. They thought, you know, we'll give you the cushion to begin with, and, you know, if we get a good few rounds on our CT, then we're going to crush you on our T side.
Yeah, that's a very good point here. I don't think this is live. I've fallen for this once. I will not fall for it again. It's not live. They just rushed up mid. I mean, stranger things to happen, but I don't see that being like a legit tactic.
No, I completely agree with you on that one. But to recap a little bit on how these teams got here, Mouz haven't actually played in the Arena Championship for quite a while. The last time we saw them was on the 15th of May, beating Wizards, in fact. So, unless I'm completely reading the schedule wrong. No, they were Group A. So yeah, they came from the other side. So it's been quite a while since we've seen Mouz play.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I would probably say the same for Titan as well. I don't think we've seen Titan for a little while in the Arena Championship, unless I've just gone completely dirt there. Stress, do correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Titan beat Mystic in the second week for Group B, so it's still been a little while for them, of course, the way it was set out. So, yeah, it's good to see these two teams. As you said, Titan have been playing in quite a few things recently, maybe not quite the first place team that we've seen from them before, but you know, they've got every chance here. They you would be remiss to say they weren't the favoured team, and I definitely would agree that they are, but you still got to get it done.
No, definitely. They are certainly the favourite team. I just don't think they're 81% favourites, in my view anyway. I think it's more like 60-40, maybe 65-35 towards Titan. But do you have any questions, by the way? Because obviously Titan only have 4 players on right now, so we're not going to be starting for a few minutes at least. So again, send us your questions, guys. Bottom right of your screens are Twitters. We would answer them from chat, but it's so, like, really, questions get buried in there so fast, it's kind of difficult to answer them.
They got buried like the 3-man that Dennis got. I was watching that. That was pretty awesome. He just put 3 people down instantly.
I was gutted for him, though.
I know, I'm kind of gutted that he's leaving as well, because you look at a performance like that, and you're like, oh, okay, that would be really good if you stuck around a little while longer. But nevertheless, you know, that's Dennis's choice. I think I even saw Anders tweeting that, can we get a petition to make Dennis stay? As if, like, you can just get everybody to be like, yeah, Dennis, you can't go. You're not allowed anymore.
He is an incredibly gifted player. There's no doubts about that. But I think he's putting his personal life in front of his gaming life. So I definitely can't fault him for that. I believe his reason was he got a full-time job. Am I correct in that?
That's a question while live that I haven't got the thread open.
I'm pretty sure.
It's been a little while since I read it.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason he gave. Whether I've been trolled or not is an entirely different thing altogether. But I got a question from Mark Lames. Apologies if I said that wrong. If you could steal one player's skill out of Titan, which player would you choose? Oh man, I'd probably go for Scream. Just because of how consistent he is, and I like his playstyle as well. So I'd go for Scream. How about yourself? Stress. Whose skill would you steal?
I don't know, maybe Kenny S, just for that kind of, you know, one round I'm just going to get a 5-man, but I think we actually are live here. We've had the ready up, round counter has been reset, so we are live here on Dust 2, for our second semi-final of the evening. This will decide who will go to the finals for the Hitbox Arena Championship. And it's a slow start out by these two teams. They know exactly what is on the line, and they are setting themselves up for the best possible start that they can get. And it is going to be a slow one to begin this.
It is. I think it is going to build up a momentum. It is going to reach an epic climax, though, because judging from the positions from Mouz, they've already moved into long, and it's just Kenny S that's actually defending the situation, and he is going to be falling to Tabson. So, then the count of recharging in time. A couple of smokes do fall down. That's going to isolate both Scream and Existence, but they are going to be boosting on up. So Scream is just trying to pop a couple of heads, but flashbangs coming down aplenty. Another couple of kills go in. Leggy is going to get yet another one for his team. 4v2 situation in favour of Mouse Sports, and the Germans are looking on point to pick up this pistol round.
They are indeed. Oh, can't quite get the bomb down without losing one. NBK took down Tabson on the site. Now it's a 3v2. Scream is very low, though. And, of course, in the pistol round, he can get taken out incredibly quickly. Here comes the push onto the site. Chris J is on site. NBK will put him straight down, and it's a 2v2. And now from the long, Mouz are looking to defend this. Two members of Titan on site. Can they get Legia? Legia somehow manages to survive, and NBK will fall, but Scream hasn't got enough to defuse the bomb. Still too much there from Mouz, and that's Mouz going 1-0.
Oh man, so Mouz starting off very comfortably, rushed through long, and it was Kenny S that tried his best to keep them in position, but just wasn't enough. Chris J's picked up the scout here as well, so let's see if he can make that one work for his team. Of course, it's the sniper for Mouse Sports, so it's not totally out of the ordinary to see him pick that one up in the first buy round. But still, I've got a couple of AKs, a couple of Galils as well, stressed, and this is more than likely going to be an eco bash, but with all the CZs and a couple of P250s, Titan could put down some serious economic damage on the Germans.
They could indeed. It just depends on whether Mouz are going to rush out of the corridor pretty quickly, which, by their setup, not very likely. They're not going to turn a corner and get popped by a CZ. They are going to take this one pretty slow, pretty steady. They've got themselves that scout on Chris J, so looking maybe for that early pick to begin things off, but Titan aren't showing them. Oh, Nookie's got Kenny S the other side of the door. He peeks, can't quite get the shot off. Can he take down Kenny S? Yes, he can. Wasn't as pretty as he would have liked that to be, but that is the numbers now going in favor of Mouz.
Yeah, this is what they wanted to kind of just pull this one out, because of course they're on the full buy, and so far so good for them. 35 seconds to go. They want to make sure they don't time themselves out. If they do rush for B, a couple players will be laid in. Wait, there's Chris J, as I say that, will be completely smashing Smiths. And that also will be Scream falling as a result. Another kill comes in, MBK will fall prey. And this could be a clean sweep from Mouse Sports. Indeed it will be. And the important thing to mention as well, that when you don't have any armor, Scout is a one-hit kill. So Chris J just making that one work.
Yeah, and I mean, on that round, it looked like, I think it was Scream was trying to back away from B to try and get a better position to retake, but Mouz a little bit too wise for that. Made sure they had somebody watching, and that is a lot of fire coming down mid from Mouz trying to get somebody on the pass over to B, but nobody was there to be taken down. And I feel like Mouz are just going to play this slow and steady again on this round before Titan have to, well, Titan will choose to buy next round.
Yeah, pretty much the order of the day, because they can try and poke and prod Titan in ways that they're not going to be comfortable with, like really dictate the pace of this round and try and force themselves in when they do see some vulnerability. And so far, it seems they are more than happy just to go through mid, look at short, and push through short. A seems to be their bomb site of choice so far in this game. They did go B last time, but that was from mid. So let's have a look here. Smiths and Scream both coming through lower tunnels, going to try and catch themselves a glimpse of Chris J, who's already moving on to short. Again, Kenny S is all that stands between them and the A plant. This is buying up enough time for Scream Existence to go through mid. They do get the one kill. Nice headshot from Existence. There's Scream as well. Existence gets another one. And back to a 2-on-2. And whatever happens here, Stress, this is not a bad eco round at all from Titan.
No, it's looking pretty good from them here. And You have to think that that was all to do with that party that crossed through from B. The 3-man through mid managed to pick up kills from Existence, but the round is not over. Smoke goes down onto B, and now the retake is on. Kenny S with that scout in hand. Peers through doors, gets flashed though. Has to be careful from his side, was exposed a little bit there. And Chris J will take that opportunity to put him down, and NBK has himself an AK here. He's looking for them on point. Chris J makes an easy shot, and that right there is Mouz holding.
Yeah, so for those of you that may be a bit confused watching right now, KZY is a substitute for Spiddy, so he is stepping in for Mouz Sports, and so far he's been doing a pretty nice job. 3-0, buy round out from Titan though, and these are the moments, Stress, so they really need to stamp their authority. They need to stop this snowball, because remember, they won the 9th round, they wanted to go CT side.
Yeah, indeed. Smoke, some flashes have come across long. Oh, Chris J couldn't quite get the shot. He pulled it a little bit short, and Existence will make sure he dies for that. And oh man, that's not a situation that you want to be in there. But Titan have now given themselves the numbers advantage with that double AWP now. And how can they make sure they keep these points? It looks like they're coming from short here with the bomb, but it is pretty slow, and Kenny S is watching it. Here comes Tabson. Oh, he got the head that was sticking out from Nook. He wasn't quite able to get the second, and Tabson will make him pay for it, but it's denied them that push from short. Now they're back onto this slower play, and Titan have the numbers advantage again.
Denying him the head, man. Bad manners. Now, Sports do have the man deficit right now in the 4th round, but as of yet, they still haven't really committed. So in that way, it's a positive. They can flow in. They can be the water and try and lock down this side. There we go, Legia, KZY, Tabson, all pushing in. Smiths was the last line of defense, but he will fall very quickly without any retaliation whatsoever. Bomb will be planted from Mouz, and what looked like a Titan round and suddenly started to backfire horrifically. Existence and NBK are going to be pushing in from separate sides, but I don't fancy their chances, especially as NBK has just been smashed. All on Existence. He's going to find Tabson. He does get a nice kill, and that's probably going to secure his AWP.
Yeah, it looks like Mouz want to push out and try and take it away from him, but are they going to get the shot? This is a bit risky by Mouz if they want to line up like that, but I think Existence is going to watch the pass, gets the kill on KZY. Can he get the second? Oh, he was caught bringing the AWP out, and Existence picks... Oh, Legia picks up Existence, and I have to feel that if Nookie's head wasn't peeking out, that round goes way different, because they were lining up the flashes on from short, and Chris J was on his own watching short with the AWP, so if they both pushed him, and he didn't get the shot, they get onto A. There's very little stopping them there, because the other two members were looking over on long, and from there, they have to try and retake it. It's a bit of a round-changing dynamic.
It certainly is. And now Titan, again, we've been talking about their rocky performances over the last week, and this is looking like another one, which is great news if you were the 19% that voted for Mouz Sports. Not so great if you bet big on Titan. Still very early days. This is a best of 3. And this is the first map, so there's still a marathon to go for these two teams. That being said, Titan needs to start winning rounds, need to start winning them fast. Nookie comes in, and he does get that first kill in this, the 5th round. And look at them, again going short, and this seems to be Mouz Sports' play. They like to just poke and prod the mid until something buckles, but they may be moving on to the wrong side. Kenny S, Existence, NBK are all around the A site area. Apologies, I've kind of hiccuped halfway through speaking there. GG. And now Mouz Sports are starting to push on to A stress, and it's looking pretty good, I have to say, for Titan. If they can get the first kill, they've got this one in the bag.
Oh, Kenny S tried to peek around and get one kill, but Mouz will get onto site pretty easily there, although NBK will take down KZY, so that should be a weapon secured there for Titan. That's at least one saving grace to take away from their eco, and you can see Mouz are very actively pursuing at the end of every round when they know the point is safe. They're pushing out very, very deep here, and Tabson picks off Scream, And now you have to feel NBK is in a bit of a bad situation unless they don't check the site. He gets the first one. Can he get the second? Leggy is not going to want any of it because coming around from the side is Nookie. Going to flash just as a bit of warning here. NBK is stuck between two. And that's Nookie taking down the round. And I mean, it's backfiring here a little bit for Titan. It's only 5 rounds. So it's not the worst of things, but you got to remember this is their decision to go on to CT, and they're letting Mouz tick their round counter up.
And this is also their map as well, so a double whammy here for Titan. And you're right, and it's not over just yet, but it's looking ominous for them. It is looking precarious. With Mouz Sports, they are building up ahead of steam. They've got loads of money in the bank as well. Nearly 8,000 on Chris J, over 5,000 on Nookie as well. And of course, by the end of this round, that is going to escalate further, especially if they get themselves some kills. That being said, AWP on Smiths, and also on Kenny S. It's not the first time we've seen this double AWP composition from Titan. It has paid out dividends in the past, but the way they've been playing, I said this before, Kenny S is either on fire or he has real slow, kind of quiet rounds. He's on 1 and 5 right now, so they desperately need one of those magical rounds from him to kind of burst them back into this map, because again, Mouz Sports, look at this, complete control over mid. They can pick and choose where they push, and Titan are kind of just watching the game happen.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, I don't want to like bust his balls too much on it, because there are 2 other players that are 1-0-5, so I'm with you in spirit on that point. But we'll see whether it stays that way, because Existence and Scream have ticked themselves up a kill there, and and Smiths as well, so now it really is only Kenny S on 1-0-5, but this is a good round for Titan. This is a really good round for Titan so far, but Chris J is going to have something to say about it, because he gets the first here for Mouz. Now they push onto the point. Bomb's going to try and go down onto B, and it's the push out from tunnel. Scream gets 1. It's now a 1v1 on the site, but Chris J is going to take Scream down, and here comes the retake, because Chris J is alone with an AWP with a lot of angles to watch here. Oh, are they going to line up through window for him? There's the first. Can he get more? Can't quite get it. The window train from Titan manages to push through onto site.
Still, man, he made that an expensive retake for Titan. Really shouldn't have been that expensive. Yes, they got the defuse. Yes, they get the first round on the board, but damage already been done. You can see them from the economy of Mouz. They can easily just rebuy here. So, not a terrible round for Mouz. Yes, they lost, but they did so in style. And now 5-1 the scoreline. And this is what Titan needed, though. To be fair to them, a couple of players stepped up to the plate that round. They need more of the same stress. If they want to pull themselves back into this, they need to start getting some rounds on the board, and consecutive as well, because the losing bonus that they had building up into this round is now gone. If they lose this round, they're back up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah, and that was also a really bad movie, if you've seen the movie Without a Paddle. I don't know whether you have. That
it
might
wasn't
just
great. I have seen
really...
it.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength there on that one.
Yeah.
I tell you what, every time I cast Mouz, this is a very bad point to make, but every time I cast Mouz and I watch from Nookie's perspective, I always want to break out into Limp Bizkit. But I have a feeling that with 35,000 people watching, probably would make more of a fool of myself than I could ever live down if I tried to be Fred Durst.
And you need to stick the cookie somewhere as well, dude. That's not a pleasant sight.
Oh my god.
I realised
I'm glad
that
somebody...
was completely lost on most of the people watching, but Existence going to pick up the first kill stress.
Oh my goodness. It's all gone wrong. Chris J gets absolutely smashed by the grenade. 3 health remaining. Does take down Kenny S though. And it's still a bit of an open round here, although Chris J is so very low. 4 players apiece. Titan could do with this one. It would be a tricky situation for them to be in if they weren't to get it. Existence is going to let them push towards the site, but got flashed as he peeked. Oh, Existence doesn't manage to get anything. Scream falls as well. Oh, they were just in a position where if that flash hadn't come across, that may have been able to get something done. And you can see Smith wants to get something, doesn't get the shot. He wanted something from that. But I mean, he's 1v4. Can he get the first? Didn't get Tabson either. Oh my goodness, Smith's 2 important shots.
Yeah, that cost him big, because not only could he have taken 2 weapons away from Mousesports, if he'd landed those shots, he could have saved his AWP as well. So it really was a 3-pronged slap to the face there from Titan. They do have some CZs and PT50s, but this is the point I was talking about before. They lost their losing bonus, and now they're back in another bad position. Tabson will be crushing down on Kenny, could get his double kill, but MBK quicker on the trigger does make Tabson pay for being a bit too aggressive there. Just staying in the same position when he got a kill before, not the smartest of plays, and to be fair to him, he was punished in the only way Titan know how. Still though, all being said, Mousesports should win this round, Stress. They are weapons up, they've got AWPs. Yes, MBK's got an AK, but still you'd have to fancy Mousesports. Smiths and Scream though, they are going to peek around. They weren't patient enough, and they are going to get punished for that. If they'd waited another 10-15 seconds, Legia may have pushed through, and they could have got some kills down. That all being said, B is open, B should be planted, and this should be 7-1.
So the B push... Oh, actually, MBK will take down KZY. So they're keeping themselves in the game, perhaps. Perhaps. It's still a big ask to get that take. They may want to just keep the AK. They've now got a second. So I think actually the decision here from Titan is going to be that they're just going to hold on to these two, maybe look for exit frags. Speaking about what happened over on B, Legia knew something was up. He was completely aware, because I was actually watching from Legia's perspective, and he had sat there for already like 15 seconds, just kind of moving back and forward on the point, not really wanting to push through, just because he knew something was there from Titan. And that's the kind of game sense that, you know, these players, they'll just have. They'll know that somebody is there, and it paid off for him. He gets a double kill from it.
That's a very good point. Like, his spidey sense is tingling. He has a 6th sense, and just put that one into work. Again, it just shows the mind games between these teams. 7-1 now. And yes, you can have another full buy-up from Titan, but so far it's not really paid out for them. And again, if they win this and lose the next round, they're in the exact same position as they were a couple rounds ago themselves. So, Mousesports, they're already in a really good position, and we know how good they are on CT side as well, Stress. It's not even a case that they're one-trick ponies, that their T side's strong and their CT side sucks. These guys like to go CT side.
Yeah, they really do. They normally will choose it for their starting side on Dust. Now, the thing to keep in mind is there are plenty of rounds left in this half for Titan to not only come back, but possibly even go 8-7. It's been seen before. We've casted games where we've been in a 7-1, 7-2 situation where one team will just smash the second half of the first half, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so the second quarter, basically.
Quarters are difficult, man. Like, I don't even know how that works, but...
We've talked about this, dude. No maths on stream. It never works.
I thought simple fractions would be fine, but it isn't, apparently. But Chris J is... pretty fine with taking down Kenny S at that point. He's 1-0-8. Come on, Kenny S. Like, everybody else has started getting kills. KZY will get one for himself on NBK, and now it's only 3 members of Titan that remain here against all 5 members, but KZY will fall to existence. And can they get on site here? You'd have to think they can through the smoke. Existence will fall. Scream will fall as well. They get the bomb. Tabson gets a double, and it's all going Mouz.
What's absolutely terrifying from Titan's perspective right now is not only that they may have to save again, because a few of them only have $2,000, yeah, they are going to have to save again, but also best case scenario right now, if they win the next 6, is 8-7. Best case scenario, they're going to be behind at halftime, and that is mentally a bit of a body blow, honestly. So again, you're expecting Mousesports to go ahead and just chug along and get this round. And look at that, even if they were to die, a couple players, so many of them on high money, 10,000, 6,000, 9,000, they can buy up again without any problems. And it's difficult for me to really pin what the problem's been here, Stress. I'm trying to analyse this, I'm trying to watch the rounds and figure out where Titan are going wrong. It's just that in every single department, Mousesports are outplaying them.
Yeah, they're getting the early picks, although this time... Oh, I was saying that screen did drop pretty low as well. NBK is going to get taken down by KZY, who looks for another, but nobody there on long because it's Kenny S rotating around. He's got all the time in the world, has Chris J, to take down Kenny S. But here comes a play through T-Spawn. Smith is making a lot of noise. Leggy is going to see him, take him out. It was a do-or-die play there, actually, out of Smits. If Legia hadn't been at that position, maybe would have been able to round around the back of him and get a pick there, but it was a pretty easy pick-off in the end of all things. No, I agree with you. I'm not exactly sure where Titan are exactly going wrong. It's difficult to diagnose against a team like Mouz, who, you know, that they know the map so well. Not that Titan don't. Titan are very good on Dust 2 as well, but on the favored side, with the team favored perhaps on this map, it's difficult to tighten up those areas.
Tighten up those areas? That's what you did there, bro. I'm not sure if you meant that.
I actually didn't mean that, and I would like to apologize to everybody.
I did throw up a bit in my mouth, to be fair. But if you did mean it, then I can let you off. But it is weird. It's Mouse Sports are quicker on the trigger. They seem to always be one step ahead of Titan as well. And again, Tabson just peeking around at the right time over short. NVK gets smashed down. A second kill for Tabson as well. And that pretty much is this map in a nutshell thus far. At Mouse Sports, they have just been all out better than Titan. And again, we said it before, 19% bet rate on CSGO Lounge. We didn't feel that was fair, and so far Mouse Sports are agreeing, and they're showing in the best possible way by just dominating Dust 2 on T-side. Some people would argue T-side is the stronger side, but remember Titan wanted CT, and they are known for being very strong Dust 2 players.
And we said if they can get a couple more rounds, they can go into their T-side maybe a little bit better off. The Existence is going to open that up, perhaps. It may still be a possibility. He turns, does get Nookie. Can he get another? Because Screamer's already picked up KZY, but he's cut off from the rest of the team, and it's a 2v2. If they can deny a plant here, perhaps, which would be very difficult from their positions, may still be on the board for them, but bomb is going to go down. And now Scream pushes up, spots Legia. But Legia is just going to play it calm from behind the boxes. Peeks up, doesn't get punished for it. Is he going to peek again? Legia, you're playing with fire here. Surely he won't peek again. He's continually peeking, and Titan just aren't making him punish. They give him a free smoke on the site. He's going to be able to bail out, but the smoke is down, maybe for the defuse. They can't find the bomb. Legia is taking down Smits, and it's all gone wrong for Titan. Oh, Mouz surely should have been punished, but Titan just drop another round.
I honestly feel that there could have been Benny Hill music in the background and it would have fit perfectly for what just happened. I can't even describe how Titan didn't manage to pick up a kill or two there and secure the round. These are the kind of rounds they have to win if they want to bounce back into this game. You cannot lose them. And Legia, the ballsy play paid off for him at the end of the day. Look at that. Nookie and KZY both on 4 frags, but it just doesn't matter. Tabson's on 17, Legia's on 14, and Chris J on 12. And this goes to show how the players are performing right now on this map. 10-1 the scoreline. Mouse Sports again are looking in command. And look at the positioning from Titan. They are very weary of this short push. They're putting 2 players there. And in doing so, they're leaving Long kind of vulnerable to KZY who wants to push in. But it seems that Mouse Sports do want this B site instead.
Yeah, and I guess that'll pay off with the rotation, because it'll be faster than having that second person on Long, perhaps. But you can see they're actually not putting anybody over on Long. They don't really feel like it's a vulnerable area right now, and they're not getting punished for it yet. But here comes the rotate, because KZY is already given the information that nobody is pushed out on Long. And you have to feel like Titan maybe need to readjust here. Maybe they need to bring... Nobody's even watching Long.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying before. They're stacking short and mid so much because they realise they've lost control. They're not putting anyone long. And Mouse Sports, in their credit, they have made the most of this situation. Nookie's gone down in short, which is going to give them a lot of crossfire. Nice shot from Scream. Bomb's gone down from Mouse Sports. Now in this 3v5 situation, you'd assume that Mouse Sports are going to leave this round. They are going to lose this one. Legia has been performing very well. He's picked up 1, takes down 2. He's going to get a 3rd as well. This is absolutely massive from Legia. If he can manage to clutch this round, oh, I was going to say it would be curtains for Titan. They do finally get it, but he put down the hurt there.
Oh man, that was... That really was a good performance by Legia, but an important thing with the kills that he picked up there is, look at the money on Titan. They didn't get enough from that round to full buy on everyone. So even though they won the round, they're still not really better off for it. They've got majority of weapons in there, but they've spent a lot. Okay, yeah, they can afford because they saved the 2 AKs from the last round, so good job of scavenging them at the end, but it doesn't really benefit them too much in the long run. And now just trying to stop hemorrhaging rounds.
That's exactly it. And that could just be, you know, plaster over a gunshot wound for them. And they need something bigger than that. They need to apply some pressure themselves. They need to push back a tiny bit. I would like to see them throw a spanner in the works here and maybe try and push out of long or try and push through mid and just catch Mouse Sports completely off guard. But, you know, maybe they are going to lock themselves down and finish 5-10 at half time on CT side. That would not be the worst thing in the world. It certainly would be less than they're expecting, but still puts them in with a chance. That being said, again, surprise, surprise, Mouse Sports are just controlling the mid. And this is something we've seen so many times from them, Stress.
Yeah, it's something they've done oh so incredibly well, but saying that, they turned their backs on a couple of members of Titan. They thought they were safe with the smoke, but the spray through is going to drop Chris J and KZY very low here. Chris J is looking for a pick. NBK is going to find a nice angle and pick one up for himself. Actually got the bomb carrier on short there, but are they going to get any more? Because now they're pushing up towards B site. That's one down already as Scream will fall. Onto site is Existence, who will make sure that they don't get onto it too easily, but it's now a 3v2. Look at the health. 3v3. That tells you how low the health is on Nookie here. But KZY will open it up. NBK has dropped, and now the retake has to be on Existence. They know exactly where he is. Nookie was very, very low on health and caught with his knife out, so Existence kind of gets away with that one. Turns the corner, gets KZY. Can they take the point? He will get it. Gets himself the triple with a little bit of team damage in there as well. But you can forgive him on that one because he's going to save the round.
Alright, well, this is breathing a bit of life into Titan. They could still pull this one back. They still could go 5-10 at half time, which I think out of this situation they would be very happy with. Mouse Sports, are they going to try something different? The last 2 times they've tried this mid-push hasn't really paid off them. Yes, they got the bomb down. Yes, it went down to 1v1 situation. But still, maybe they need to go for something else. And that's exactly what they're going to go. They're going to go for a long, and Tabson, who has really been the talisman for his team, picks up another kill. Him and Legia both on 18 frags. Well, not even at half-time. They could both drop a 20 bomb, which would just be insane here, Stress. And look at that, MBK is going to do a pretty nice job, though, of trying to fend off the rest of the team, but Tabson again stands up to the plate. They're a player to the good, they have long, and they're going to start to push in. Leggy is all by his lonesome over on B side, and he's going to be calling in the information to his team, but there's Chris J opening up on A, 4v2. Mouse Sports looking good for the 11th round.
They are looking good, but the hard part's still to do. The hard part of actually closing it right now. They've got the picks. Oh, it gets easier. It gets easier because over in mid, Legia has Smits in his sights. There's some smoke obscuring him, but Smits is the only one remaining. They know where he is. They know where he is not, so they can get that bomb down over on A. They don't even need the plant because Legia will take down Smits, so it wasn't a very difficult thing in the end.
No, it certainly isn't when you peek Chris J and you know he's on form and you know he's in pit. So an interesting decision there from Scream. I kind of feel sorry for Existence at this point, though, Stress. Like 15 and 10, by far and away the top performer on his side, and is still 11-3 behind. And this could be 11-4 because Scream's been heavily tanked. He has to back away. Chris J again goes in and just demolishes players. Tabson gets himself a double. He's dropped his 20 bomb, 21 for 9. At what will be the half-time scoreline of 11-4, you'd have to assume, as there's only a Mag 7 and a Deagle left remaining for Titan. It is MBK and Existence who are the 2 top fraggers for Titan, but I don't fancy their chances here.
Yeah, I don't fancy their chances either. And they're kind of stuck down in CT here as well. And MBK now is trapped between a Molotov and the smoke and the rest of the Mouz players, and oh, I don't think there's too much I can do here. I would love to be wrong. I would love Titan to just pull this back, but with that Mag 7, they've got a lot of distance between themselves and the point, and there's a lot of smoke obscuring their vision as well, and Mouz are just rattling shots all the way through CT. And I mean, from here, 12-3. On now going to the favoured side of the map, as Tab said, looked like he was going to run in, maybe for the knife, maybe it's not all over because Existence is flash leg here. Can he get it? He didn't get it, but Nookie made sure they finished off the half. But what do you do here? You've got a big hill to overcome now.
Well, first of all, you have to win the pistol round. That is just a must, because if you don't, Mouse Sports are on 13, and you're going to have to be forced into either force buy or saving for a couple rounds. In that case, they're going to be on map point. So they have to win this pistol round, I have to say, Stress. And even if they do, they have to have flawless 5 or 6 rounds in a row. They can't afford to lose any rounds. They can't afford to lose many weapons either. So whichever way you look at it, Mouse Sports, they're in command here. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you as well, but let's see. That's the other thing, is we can make our predictions, and sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. Vince, yours on train was wrong. I'm just gonna
thanks, mate.
That. Don't worry, mate, I'll throw you under the bus. It's fine. For the purpose of making a point that we're not always right, I'll throw you under. It's all good. But we've also seen we've also seen that the game isn't done until that victory screen is up for one team. And that sounds as obvious as can be, but everybody, whenever you're watching, whenever you got that bet down, thinking, okay, it's 12-3 up, no way can they lose here. There's always that chance. Titan gonna push up onto B. They get Legia. Can Nookie get anything? No. Maybe this is it from Titan. Maybe this is the beginning, because this pistol round is looking very solidly in their favor. But the Mouz retake, is it real? Because, oh, they've already got 2, but Chris J will get taken down. And now it's a 2v3. Titan are on the bomb site. Here come Mouz pushing up through window. KZY peeks out. He got tagged a lot by Kenny S, but he gets the first, gets the second. Maybe it's still on. Here's the push. Oh my goodness, Mouz. Do they have the time? I believe they do.
It's gonna be close.
Oh, are you joking? Oh my goodness. And speaking of casters being wrong,
yeah, get dunked. Wrecked.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, though, Existence did a nice job of tanking up those headshots. That extra couple of milliseconds actually bought his team enough time to win the round. So good guy, Existence. Headering the bullets for the victory. 4-12 is the score. And we called this before. We said they have to win the pistol round. They've done that. That's one tick in the box. But now, here comes the long slog. Here comes the long haul. They have to make sure they don't make any big mistakes. They have to make sure they don't lose too many weapons. And you can see there, Kenny S just has a CZ. And they've got Chris J on the scout again. So they are playing for broke here. KZY does come in and does get himself a kill on NBK. He's going to pick up the weapon as well. So they've got a Galil. And also, Titan have not pushed in just yet. They're not playing aggressive. They're playing this one slow. And I have to say that more than likely plays into the hands of Mouz Sports. Because Chris J, with that scout, if he just pops down and has a look at the cross, he is going to spot himself some players. They're now starting to push into B, though, Stress. And maybe this is what Titan needed to do a few moments ago.
Oh, their timing on it is really good, though, because nobody is here. Oh, Smits! Oh, I thought Nookie pushed through and Smits was looking the other way. So Mouz actually give them the sight, but look at their positions. They know their retake is going to be strong here because there's only 3 members from Titan. The defensive positions are set up, however, and they have their eyes set firmly on the entrances to B site. But there's the trade on kills. Nookie with that Galil is really going to make it work because it's an easy retake from Mouz, and it's all down to NBK not expecting that shot between the eyes there from Nookie. Or no, was it KZY?
KZY
no, it was, yeah.
He went out with the P250 and
yes.
just mullered him between the eyes. Yeah, he was not expecting that. It was kind of lucky timing from KZY, though, I have to say, because if NBK was like a millisecond quicker, the crosshairs would have been on KZY's head. But that's CSGO. It's a matter of milliseconds a lot of the time, as we saw previously with that bomb defuse. So now Sports now 13-4 ahead. It's going to be doubly painful for Titan because they've gifted gift-wrapped a lot of weapons across the Mouse Sports as well. They're now going to be utilising AK, couple of Galils on top of that. Still Scout in the hands of Chris J. And full CZs on Titan Stress. This is just... It's sticky. It's not a position you want to be in if you're Titan. What can they do to pull themselves back here?
I was not expecting that description. Oh my god, and Smits wasn't expecting Legia to be sat out in the open. It is a bit of a sticky situation, but here comes the push-up onto short. KZY, I believe, actually just dropped down. Will relinquish that position. Didn't want to get caught out by a fast push on there, and he was the only person watching short. But here comes the push. Drop down by Scream. Oh, they get two because Mouz were busy pulling the weapons back out. But, oh dear. It's 3v2. Legia will make it 3v1. And it looked like it could have been good with that drop down, but it just didn't work for Titan.
I had to do a double take of what you said. They got caught pulling the weapons back
Hey,
out.
as long as they're not sticky.
Well, that's maybe why it took them so long to get the weapons back out, because they were sticky. I don't know. Yeah, let's move on. 14-4 the scoreline. Mouse Sports, 10-round lead. Yes, I can maths. Who knew? And they are... It's interesting as well to me to always see the differences in defense style. Like here, Mouse Sports are stacking 2 players on long, whereas the entirety you saw Titan only with 1 player on long. It was often NBK with Kenny S on the A site itself. So there's a lot more emphasis on Mouse Sports to cover mid and to cover long. In doing so, yes, they're leaving B very vulnerable. These 2 players can rotate quickly, one of which is Legia, and he is going to die to Kenny S, who picks up his 5th frag of the entire map. Smiths is bottom fragging right now, 2 for 18. That's his sore sight, right, for Titan fans. Man, it's kind of tough to read that, honestly, Stress. I've been there myself. Fair enough, not at this level, but it still stings.
It does. I wouldn't know, but I'm sure it does.
Alright, okay, mate.
I'll take it.
I've seen you on like 0 for 20 scorelines, so don't even
Wow!
try.
No, you're throwing me under the bus. Smits will take down Chris J, but will get answered by KZY, and Nuki's low. KZY is now low, so maybe Titan, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the comeback round. Do we have any believers in chat? I'm sure there are believers that have skins bet on Titan here, but they're going to get a free plant on B, because Nuki has actually relinquished their position because he's not actually sure where the bomb is, and you can see that Titan aren't sure where Mouz are defending from either, but now they'll know because Tabson has taken down Scream over on A, so they're free to plant. And you've got to think that if Nuki gets this round from 30 health, it will be the most insane. Does see existence. Now he's a little bit caught. Has to smoke himself. Flash comes out. Catches both of them with the flash, but it's not going to do too much. He's just buying a bit of time because here comes NBK. He's going to peek up. Gets the kill. It's a clinical end to the round. Tabson's over on A. But is this it? 14-5 now. What's the money like on Mouz? They could choose to buy here. Or, I'm wondering if they can actually share anything here. They could kind of go for half buy if they were to. And yeah, it looks like that is indeed what they're going to do. Famis in the mix there. So yeah, okay. Mouz just want to end this.
Yep, they have a nice buffer, a nice cushion to play with. So even if they were to lose this, they can afford to save a couple more rounds, maybe even 3 more rounds. And it still would be in good shape for them. Look at that, 25 kills on Tabs and 24 to Legia. Again, got to give huge props to Existence, though. Nearly dropping a 20 bomber zone on 19, so just shy. Again, now you can see that Titan, they went up short, and now they're going back again. So they're trying to bait this one out, and now they're hiding again. So they seem kind of caught in 2 minds. They're not really fully committing to anything as of yet, Stress. And this has been one of their most successful routes, so I can understand why they're trying for it again. And it looks like they're going to go out very, very quickly right now. Existence will be taking point. He's going to go out first. Flashes. Smokes as well. Comes down. Chris J with the orb. And KZY just smashing down players. Foes are dropping like flies. 4v2. Titan They're going to try and pick themselves back up here and see if they can get the bomb down from Smith. It looks likely they will get the bomb down. It's going to be nice for them. I don't fancy their chances to clutch this round, Stress.
I don't fancy their chances, but stranger things have happened.
True.
Smits and MBK are the two remaining. Oh, Tabson's going to make it just Smits, and that is a clean end to the round for Mouz. But I want to bring something up there about how Mouz are kind of counteracting this short push from Titan. So they've been doing two different options. When they've been really not wanting to play anybody at B, they've actually been stacking a totem at the doors in mid once they've seen the smoke come across to just get them as they come around on short. They've been doing that some of the rounds. I saw it failed for them in one of the earlier rounds. They were just a little bit impatient and it opened up the B site. The other thing they've been doing is just letting them come through A. They haven't been playing aggressively on short. They haven't been pushing into Titan. They've been letting Titan play, and then Mouz are just having the better retakes because they've got the numbers from their picks, and they're just very comfortable in letting Titan play their game.
Like almost Venus flytrap, just allowing the foe to come in and then suddenly snapping on them. And as you say, their retakes have really been very, very successful so far. Titan, again, they've been allowed, it's like almost, there you go, take short, we don't really care too much, because Chris J, yes, he's been heavily tagged, but he's still got that AWP, so as long as he's quick on the trigger, it doesn't really matter in that way. MBK coming through into long, he's going to find himself Tabson and KZY, but nobody has fallen. Like, MBK took a lot of damage in the process. Tabson is up on the boxes, and it will be the kill going down to him. Existence gets the crossfire in. He'll pick up the kill on Nookie, and Legia comes back with a double before falling to Scream. 2 versus 3, and Existence should get the upper hand on KZY. It did take a tag there, which I thought may very well turn into the frag. 2 on 2, and it looks like they're going to be pushing on to B.
The thing is,
or
Chris
not.
J, yeah, or not, because I was going to say if they push through tunnels, Chris J is waiting for the cross, but it's going to be a bit of a safer push for them on to A. They don't want to give up that their positioning because they don't actually know where Chris J is, because he actually rotated all the way around the back, so they're being... Oh, Existence just saw Chris J. Okay, so now they know they've got a plant on A here. They know exactly where he's coming from. And Scream's actually going to push him. And the time is going to run out. I wasn't watching the clock.
What?
I was so engrossed that their patience on wanting to kill Chris J timed the round out for them.
I'm not going to lie, I was watching Chris J and I had no idea what was going on in terms of the time. I thought that they were going to time that one perfectly.
So did I. I didn't even think, because they were playing so patiently. I was like, well, okay.
Well, that anticlimactic end, though. But that kind of, I have to say, Stress, that pretty much sums up Titan's performance.
Yeah.
It's just been poor. There's no other words. I don't want to get too harsh on them, but they're looking out of sorts here, I've got to say. They are not looking like the Titan that people